And once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back to the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament, a Father's Day affair, a Father's Day event, if you will. And, of course, for our next matchup, this will be the finale of the night. Gene Taylor's from Grand Junction, Colorado, and Pueblo Azteca Blue from Pueblo, Colorado. Well, let's get ready to meet the starting lineups as we're about ready and set to get this one underway. For Gene Taylor's, leading things off playing second base will be Hunter Howard. He'll be followed by Luke Weaver, the shortstop. Cam Ochoa will be at first base. Colton Romero is in right field. Batting fifth, playing third base is Brett Wojtek. Andrew Henderson will bat sixth, and he is the third baseman. Wojtek is in left field. Pardon me, that I got him reversed. Josh Weaver will be the DH. Nick Campbell will be in center field. Jay Sattersfield will be the catcher, and Ben Coleman will pitch. Now for the home team on the scoreboard for the Pueblo Azteca Blue, Braxton Vale will lead things off. He'll play right field. Donovan Robinson at Pueblo West will be in center field. Colton Calderon will be the first baseman. He'll bat third, batting fourth, and playing third will be Brady Cristelli. Gabe Wren from Canyon City will catch and bat fifth, followed by Justin Ariano, the shortstop. Ethan Ayala will be at second base. Davian Baca will pitch and bat eighth. Jonathan Gonzalez will be in left field. So that's how the teams will align. Let me make my adjustment on the score here. Henderson will be the third baseman. Well, the managers and umpires meet at home plate. Chelsea, let's take one more timeout. When we come back, we've got our opening pitch presented by the fine folks at Pueblo Insurance. We're back after this on The Ticket. Well, once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back to the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament, a big Father's Day affair. Well as the Pueblo Aztecas, with a big 14-1 win, they remain unbeaten so far in tournament play, with the finale of the third day of it all coming up. Gene Taylor's and Pueblo Azteca, the nightcap here, I believe they are wrapped up at Colorado State University Pueblo. They were able to keep going because once that storm and lightning was no longer a threat, they were able to get right back to it with those turf fields. It makes a big, big difference. Hunter Howard will lead things off. He's the second baseman. He's a right-handed hitter. He'll face Davian Baca. Pueblo West product Gabe Wren out of Canyon City will do the catching for him. Colton Calderon is at first. Ethan Ayala is at second. Brady Cristelli is the third baseman. Justin Arellano's at shortstop. First pitch swinging, line drive into left field. There's a leadoff single. Puts the runner aboard, but does line the double play for Davian Baca. The outfield for the Aztecs, left to right, Jonathan Gonzalez, Donovan Robinson, and Braxton Vale. So Davian Baca ready and set to do the hurling here. Luke Weaver will face him for the first time. Right-hander against right-hander. Weaver is the shortstop. Throw goes over to first. Runner dives back safely. Gene Taylor's out of Grand Junction, Colorado. Another Colorado Connie Mack baseball team. As the Mosquitoes are starting to make their way in, here's a hot shot, foul ball, third base side.
Keep hitting hard like that.
So a sharply hit foul ball. Nothing in one the count now for Luke Weaver, who steps back in. He's about ready on the right side. Hunter Howard away from first base. Gene Taylor's been coming to this tournament for many, many years. Here's the offering. Runner goes. Rand can't locate it. Squibs through the legs, and runners aboard at second base. So Davian Baca now from Pueblo West, played for Dan Sanchez out there. Senior, recent graduate. Baca's ready, holding chin high. The kick and the pitch. High fly ball deep to left field. Gonzalez on his horse going back. And that's going to drop in between Robinson and Gonzalez. And here comes one run to score. That's going to be a double with an RBI for Luke Weaver and a good piece of hitting.
RBI double for Luke Weaver. Brings up first baseman, number 21, Cam Ochoa.
So Cam Ochoa now, the first baseman wearing number 21, also a right side hitter. Gabe Wren will go out and chat up his right-handed hurler from Pueblo West High School, Davian Baca. What a great year Wren had. Qualified for state again in wrestling. Gabe Wren is a junior at Canyon City High School. He'll be a senior next year. Had a great baseball season as well for Tim Ritter in Canyon City. And the first pitch nicks the outside corner to Ochoa. His first opportunity. It's 1-0. Gene Taylor strikes first. Baca looks into Wren. Gabe will set the target. Nice pitch. Beautiful breaking ball for a strike. And the count quickly at 0-2. Opening pitch, by the way, presented by fine folks at Pueblo Insurance. That's Deb Marino. We're at the top of the order, brought to you by Topper Factory and RV Center. 2010 Highway 50 West, Pueblo. The pitch. Cut on, and it's a foul ball, and that's off the right hand, the throwing hand of the catcher, Gabe Wren. So the count will hold at 0-2. As we thank Park West Dental and Vision, truly exceptional, kind, and great with kids. See them just off Pueblo Boulevard, online at youthdentalvision.com. And again, the 0-2 from Davian Baca. Swing and a miss, strike three. He struck him out.
Number 1 brings up right fielder, number 12, Colton Romero.
So with one away, we've a runner aboard. That's Weaver at second base. One man home so far, Hunter Howard. And now Colton Romero, the right fielder for the first time. Here's the pitch. And it just missed inside, ball one. That's good location, didn't miss by much. Number 12 versus number 12 as far as the numbers on the jerseys are concerned. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, 1 on, 1 home. The pitch. It's down and away. Wren able to stab that one out of the turf. He'll look to the dugout, gathers the sign. Ooh, that didn't miss by much. Nice pitch. And again, good location. Well, it turned out to be a really, really nice night here in downtown Pueblo, Colorado, as we head for the 11 o'clock mark, 10:50 in the Rocky Mountain region. If you're listening or watching outside of the Mountain Time Zone, that pitch is over for a strike. He was taking all the way. That's Romero. Game time temperatures 54 degrees with mostly clear skies in downtown Pueblo, Colorado. Here comes the 3-1 from Baca now. Breaking ball missing away. He walked him. So now with one out, runners at first and second. That does align the double play. The Aztecs have turned one earlier today in the first game of the Twin Bill. Now Brett Wojtek coming to the plate. He wears number 17. He's the left fielder and a right-handed hitter. His first plate appearance in this one. Again, the nightcap. Everything is wrapped up at CSU Pueblo. The other field that's being used. That pitch is driven in the air to right field. Bale on his horse stumbled. He slipped. And again, the grass is still wet. Comes up throwing quickly. A runner will score on the play. Yeah, just a tough break for Braxton Vale. And again, just a lot of water was on this field. And you can see how dark the grass and the dirt are because it's still pretty damp. There's still some really little bit of slushy areas along first and third. So Wojtek aboard. Did you give him a single or a double? Double to right field. Runner scores. On to third goes Romero, so that's where we are. Second and third now. 1 ball, no strikes, the count out to Andrew Henderson. Davian Baca and Gabe Wren the battery. Here's the pitch. Nice pitch, tails away, just missed outside. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. 2-0, first crooked number right out of the chute for Gene Taylor's. Henderson ready, as is Davian Baca. Baca steps off the rubber. Davian Baca from Pueblo West High School. Swing and a miss. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo. That's Mr. Ted Hernandez and his team, adding more to life in our community. They present our streaming and, of course, the broadcast booth. That one didn't miss by much, and you can hear that by the roar of the crowd, if you will. 3-1 now the count. Runners at second and third, Romero and Wojtek. 2 runs home so far. Baca ready. The kick and the pitch, swung on and missed. Live coverage is brought to you by Benefits Broker Insurance. Steve Shirley, Dave Vecchio, and their entire team. They design, administer, and service benefits plans. Get a free quote online today at benefitsbroker.com. And the pitch missed inside. Ball 4, he walked him. And it's going to load him up. A little bit of a rough start now for Davian Baca. So now Josh Weaver, the designated hitter, and a left-handed hitter at that, will step in. Wearing number 1 and facing Baca for the first time in this one. He's in the 7 slot. Here's the pitch. Cut on and missed. Definitely a home run swing with bases loaded. A lot of times you thinking, oh boy, my opportunity right here. Come up aggressive. Here comes the 0-1 with 1 gone, and the sacks are juiced. The pitch. Again, swing and a foul tip right back in the mitt of Gabe Wren, the Canyon City Tiger. Dylan Gavin, the head coach over there, directing a little traffic, assisted by former county head coach and athletic director Dennis Downs, and former coach Gavin, Troy Gavin, his dad. And Coach Potts. Can't forget about him. 1-2 the count. Guy to CSU Pueblo, that coach. Here's the 1-2. And it just missed a little low. 2-2 now. As we take a look around, Gene Taylor is wearing the black jersey with some red in it, I believe. They occupy the first base dugout, the all blue with a white for the Aztecas. As the pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Well done. Way to come back and battle. With bases loaded, that's a big-time strikeout. Now that's 2 away. Aztecas occupying the third base dugout. Our view from the booth, presented by SCIA Health Insurance of Pueblo. SCIA offers individual and family plans, plus a whole lot more. Sean Casados and his staff are proud to serve and support the Pueblo community. Foul ball, strike 1 now to Nick Campbell. He's the 8th hitter and the center fielder. With bases loaded, 2 away. Davian Baca toes the rubber. He's ready to go. Compact wind in the pitch. There's a dribbler toward the right side of the diamond, gloved by the second baseman. Ayala on to first in time to record the out, and that will retire the side. So Nick Campbell is out number 3 as he grounds out to the second baseman. A 4-3 putout. And here's how it went. 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors. They leave them loaded in the middle of the first. It's 2-0. Gene Taylor's will take a timeout. Azteca coming to bat. We'll be back with more live coverage from the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament right here on the Ticket. Once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back into the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. It's 2-0. Gene Taylor's put a crooked number up in the top of the first. To the bottom of the first we go with Braxton Vale leading things off. He'll be followed by Donovan Robinson and then Colton Calderon. This time for the Pueblo Aztecas. So Braxton Vale, signed, sealed, and delivered to play at the next level, and he is big-time next-level athlete. Trinidad State Junior College. Zach Mays, a former Trojan, is in the booth here tonight as well. Former County, well, same path as Braxton Vale. Former County Hornet on to Trinidad State Junior College. She'll take that first pitch a little up and away, ball 1. Vale is a great pitcher, just an overall, all-around great athlete. He shows bunt. Lefty versus lefty here. Or pardon me, lefty versus righty here. And he attempts the bunt. Did he go? Yes, he did. Count is even to 1 ball and 1 strike. Vale's got home run power, but he can also play a little small ball with great speed. That's what they want to do. Down 2-0. They just want base runners now to try to manufacture a run. Proud to sponsor Summertime Baseball, Topper Factory and RV Center, 2010 Highway 50 West in Pueblo. We are at the top of the order, topperfactory.com on the World Wide Web, and it's that season. As soon as Mother Nature will allow, as the pitch is up and away for a ball. Remember, when the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Jan, Mary, Bo, and the entire team on Highway 50 West. 3 balls and 1 strike is the count now to Braxton Vale. Vale, Robinson, and Calderon. Here's the offering. Outside ball 4, he walked him. And that spells trouble. Braxton Vale's got great speed on the base paths, as does Donovan Robinson. Those are two quick leadoff hitters. So Donovan Robinson out of Pueblo West plays for Dan Sanchez out there. Donovan, a junior, he'll be a senior next year at Pueblo West, a member of the basketball team as well. Now from the stretch is Ben Coleman, the big right-hander, rocks and fires. And that missed just inside. One ball and no strikes the count. Robinson holding, chin high. The slide step to the plate is down and away. Vale is off and running. Here's the throw that's offline, and he's there anyway. That's what this team will do. They'll put a lot of pressure on the defense. You get a little traffic, but as I said before, and I'll say it again, this team is built for speed. Not only can this team swing it from top to bottom in the hitting order, on the paths, extremely fast, and defensively as well. Speed kills, and this team has a lot of it. So Donovan Robinson back in and ready with 2 balls, no strikes the count to him. Vale now in scoring position. 2-0 is the lead for Gene Taylors. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike. Knee high, right down the pipe. Robinson back out of the box, back in and ready. Set for the 2-1 now with Vale away from second. And a pretty good lead over there. Weaver, the shortstop, kind of holding. The second baseman, Howard, stays in his position as the pitch tails away. It's up and away, 3-1. Or did he call that a strike? 2-2, wow. I stand corrected. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, 1 man on. Vale with a good lead at second. Coleman looks in, checks the runner, kicks and fires. Strike 3 called, and a breaking ball off speed got him.
Number 1 brings up first baseman, number 8, Colton Calderon.
Another kid that can swing it. He had a great summer last year and a real good spring. Colton Calderon, a senior to be at Pueblo Central High School. First pitch is up, missing. Ball 1, 1-0. 1 out, 1 on, 2-0. Gene Taylors at a Grand Junction. Azteca Blue trailing in this one. I don't think they've trailed at all in any of the games they've played. It's the first time they've fallen behind. Home run swing, missing. Strike 1. Live coverage continues, presented by Park West Dental and Vision. Find them online at youthdentalvision.com. And, of course, Pueblo Insurance, 1636 Highway 50 West, always presents our first pitch, first serve, opening kickoff. And the opening tip-off. Did I mention that? Foul ball, 1-2 now with 1 away. Gigi's Barbecue and Catering always presents our pregame show there on Highway 50 West in Pueblo. If you're in town visiting, we highly recommend you stop there for some of the best barbecue you will have. They're at 1600 Highway 50 West as the throw goes back to second, and you don't see that too often. You don't see Braxton Vale get picked, but he got caught leaning. He's tagged out. Wow, 1-6 put out, now 2 away. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Vale is out. So Calderon stands in with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, and nobody on base. It's a 2-0 lead for the Gene Taylors. And the offering. Runs inside. Well, here for game day and every day, community means everything from Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo, agent of State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and that would be Melissa. Here's a pitch, a bouncing ball toward the third baseman. Henderson up with it. Across the diamond in time to record the out. and that will retire the side. So a ground out to the third baseman. You score that 5-3, and here's how it went. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. After one complete, it's 2-0 Gene Taylor's. Gene Taylor's coming to bat. They do it after a timeout. We're back with more from the 43rd Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament right here on the Ticket. We thank you, Mr. Jim Sharp, being a part of it. Appreciate you. Part of the state tournament. We appreciate you being part of this one. 2-1 is the count out of Jay Satterfield. He's the catcher hitting for the first time in this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count now. Davian Baca going back to work. It's a 2-0 lead. Pitch is cut on, fouled off to the right side. So the count will hold at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jay Satterfield leading things off, followed by Hunter Howard as we go to the top of the order, and Luke Weaver. So Howard on deck. Who's on deck? Brought to you by Bounty and Yield Meat Market, your friendly neighborhood butcher. And again, if you're in town visiting for the tournament this weekend, today would have been a great day to get over and check out the meat for the grill. They've got some of the best in the business, no doubt. That's Ernie and Becky Meyer and their team. 3-2 after that pitch missed. And here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a big pitch and a big strikeout. 2-0 remains the score. Nobody on base, 1 away. And now we go to the top of the order, presented by Topper Factory and RV Center. Now they are located at 2010 Highway 50 West in Pueblo. Need an RV? 'Tis the season, no doubt about it. Their motto is, remember, when the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Find them online at topperfactory.com. We are live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth. Ted Hernandez and company. First pitch to Howard is a ball. 1-0 the count. That one's a ground ball back up the middle. Play made there by Ariano. Has time, and he airs it out. He air-mailed that one. Justin Ariano got there. He had a ways to go, but the throw just sailed on him. Now, they played clean baseball earlier, didn't commit any errors. That's the first one of the ball game.
Howard safe on the air brings up number 8, Luke Weaver.
Well, the number 2 hitter in the order is Luke Weaver. He is 1 for 1. He doubled to left his first time. Now a double play in alignment for Davian Baca. That pitch waved at and missed. Strike 1. Colorado Front Range Roofing, proud to sponsor student athletes here in Southern Colorado. They're a leading full-service residential and commercial roofing contractor here in Pueblo. Jim Sprague and his team are proud to support local sports in our community. That's Colorado Front Range Roofing, just on Highway 50 West over there, actually just off North Elizabeth. Throw goes over, runners back safely. That's Howard. Nice toss by Davian Baca over to Colton Calderon. The Central Wildcat playing first base, who can also play shortstop. So you talk about athletes on this team and interchangeable parts. It's a well-built team. And the 0-1 missing. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. aces across the board big time. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. That pitch missing low. 2-1 the count as we thank Bounty and Yield Meat Market, your friendly neighborhood butcher offering range-fed meats and a whole lot more. You can see them online at baysmeatmarket.com or just near the Southside Walmart in Pueblo. Thornton Medical's at 1951 Lake Avenue in Pueblo. They provide flexible and adaptable solutions to help overcome life's barriers. Now, you can see more online about them at thorntonmed.com. That's thorntonmed.com. Dave Feemster, it was great to see him last week out at the AMR Safety Jam. None but love for you, Dave. Little Caesars Pizza in Pueblo West. Home for the hot and ready. Here's a line drive into center field and a diving attempt. Did he come up with it? No, but here's the throw to second in time to force the out. What a play by Donovan Robinson. He nearly came up with that, and I think he had it in the glove when he hit the dirt, or the turf rather. It actually popped out on him. But he stayed with the play and gets the force out.
Runner is out at second on the force. Brings up number 21, Cam Ochoa.
Yeah, give him a hit. That's what I was going to do. That's exactly what I was going to say. You put it in play, give him that single into center field, and he is out. Forced. 8-4. Ground ball to the shortstop. Taylor made double play. Actually, no need for it. He'll flip to the second baseman, Ethan Ayala does Ariano, to force the out and retire the side. So well played that time. So Cam Ochoa struck out his first time, will reach on a fielder's choice this time.
To the top of the second. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 runner left.
And the runner going from first is forced. So no runs and a hit, 1 error, 1 man left on base. To the home half of the second we go, 2-0 Gene Taylors. We'll be back with more from the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. We call it the Nooch, and that's the field that we're on right here on the ticket. And once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back to the Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. We're on the Nooch at the historic RUNYON Sports Complex in downtown Pueblo. Our score 2-0. It's home to onto the home half we go of inning number 2. Brady Cristelli leading things off, takes ball 1. Cristelli hitting for the first time in this one as the Aztecas were gone in order in the first. So it'll be Cristelli, Wren, and Ariano. Into the line goes Coleman. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Count even up. 1 ball and 1 strike. Our live coverage continues, presented by Angelus Chapel Funeral Directors. They're at 1101 East Evans in Pueblo, providing caring and compassionate service to southern Colorado and beyond. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Just, I'm going to say, I thought it just missed. It took him a moment to ring it up. Strike 2. They're proud to support student athletes, and remember, when you lose someone you love, call someone you can trust. Angelus Pueblo. Find them online at angeluspueblo.com. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count now to Cristelli with Wren to follow. He's on deck. Who's on deck? Presented by Bounty and Yield Meat Market. They are your friendly neighborhood butcher, and if you want to claim the best grill in the neighborhood, that's where it starts with the meats. And they do it all. Pitch missing, 3-2 now. Breaking ball missed inside. Ball 4. He walked him.
Cristelli draws the walk, brings up number 13, Gabe Wren.
So Gabe Rand, the right-handed hitting catcher for Pueblo Azteca. Plays for Tim Ritter at Canyon City High School. State qualifier again in wrestling. He'll be a senior next year. Right-hander ready. Coleman ready in the pitch. Line stabbed in the air and a double play. What a great piece of hitting, but a fantastic play over at first base by Cam Ochoa. I would say that's highway robbery. Line drive off the bat, Aren going the opposite way, but well played by Ochoa at first base for the double play. So he lines out to the first baseman for the out. He is out, forced by the first baseman. And just like that, 2 away. Here's Justin Arellano. He waves and misses there. Arellano, the shortstop. First plate appearance in this nightcap tonight. He bounces one toward the second baseman. Howard gloving. Throws to first in time to record the out. And just like that, the ground out 4-3. And there were no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. To the third we go. Still 2-0 Gene Taylor's. And they'll come to hit after a timeout right here on the ticket. Welcome back to the 43rd edition of the Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. The Father's Day event wraps up tomorrow. Happy Father's Day weekend to you. Tomorrow we celebrate and honor dads around the globe. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Colton Romero leading things off. Drew a walk his first time. So it'll be Romero, Wojtek as the pitch runs inside. And then Henderson. 2-0. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 4 left for Gene Taylor's. No runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left for Pueblo Azteca. 3-1 now the count. 2 runs in the top of the first has been the scoring. There's a line drive, third base side foul ball. The count runs full. So now the payoff pitch upcoming from Davian Baca, the Pueblo West product. Davian, recent graduate from the home of the Cyclones. Romero ready, Baca ready. The pitch. Strike 3 called, got him on the outside corner. Good pitch.
Number 1 brings up number 17, Brett Wojtek.
So now Brett Wojtek, 1 for 1. He had a double to right when Braxton Vale just kind of stumbled over there. Actually kind of slipped in that wet grass. So with 1 out, nobody on base, and Baca ready. Steps off the rubber. Working toward that first base side, as you can see. Here's the pitch. It's a nice sweeping curve that just missed. He was able to hold back. Live coverage continues, presented by Joe DeLeo Subway Stores. He's got 4 locations to serve you. As the pitch is in the air to right field, Bale charging. Ayala from second's going out right on the grass area. He'll reach up and make the catch, and that's 2 away. Well done. So Andrew Henderson now will come to the plate. He also walked his first time in that first inning. He's the number 6 hitter. Pitch on the outside corner is taken for a strike. JR Roofing and Maintenance online at jrroofs.com, proud to sponsor local sports. And the pitch. That's a shot to the left side, gets through the hole for a base hit. That's a 2-out single for Andrew Henderson, who will turn and hold at first. So with 2 outs, you got options at the infield there with Henderson at first. Weaver coming to the plate. He's the designated hitter. He'll be followed by Nick Campbell. He's on deck. The on-deck hitter presented by Bounty and Yield Meat Market. Online at baysmeatmarket.com. 2 outs, 1 on, 2-0, Gene Taylors. Pitch on the inside corner is a strike. Still a pretty nice crowd on hand here for the nightcap of it all. And the pitch, a bouncing ball towards second. Ayala up with it. Flips to first in time to record the out. Makes it look easy there. Well played. So a ground out to the second baseman. And that's how the top half of the third inning will end. Here's how it went. There were no runs and a hit, no errors. 1 man left on base. The home half of the fourth upcoming. 2-0 Gene Taylors. Azteca will come to hit after this timeout. More from the 43rd edition of the Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament is coming up next on The Ticket. Back here live at the Nooch, 43 years running. In fact, talking with Joe ANDENUCIO, the man who put it all together, and Larry Romero, the manager, does a great job here at Runyon Sports Complex just outside the door. He's having a friendly conversation. Got an 0-2 count. That's Ethan Ayala at the dish. Good waste of a pitch there by Coleman. Ayala, let's see, hitting for the first time in this one. As we see a little more firework action, 'tis the season, right? So got a 1-2 count now to Ayala. And the pitch up and in. 2-2. And the pitch. Down and away. Count is full now. The money ball upcoming. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Ayala. With Davian Baca to follow. He's on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by Bounty and Yield Meat Market. They are your friendly neighborhood butcher. They offer range-fed meats and a whole lot more. See them online at baysmeatmarket.com. They'll send it. They can get it delivered to you no matter where you are. Check them out on the World Wide Web. Bounty and Yield Meat Market. Sharpie's Pond, 300 North Chester Avenue in Pueblo. Proud to sponsor local sports. As the pitch is low, ball 4, he walked him. Vic Morrow Produce, 1037 35th Lane. They'll be cranking up before too long. Vic and his family remind you to thank a farmer today. They're at Highway 50 East and 35th Lane, right near Pueblo County High School. So 2 runs and 5 hits, no errors, 5 left on base is the line for Gene Taylors as they have a 2-0 lead. For Pueblo Azteca Blue, no runs, no hits, 1 error, nobody left. Trying to generate some offense here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, cruising right along here at 11:25 here in the Rocky Mountain region. Azteca wins over the Colorado Rockies scout team earlier. It's a line drive first base side, foul ball. Another nice play by Cam Ochoa over there. So the count is 0-1 with nobody out, 1 man on, and that's a tough out, Ethan Ayala. As I said, this team is built for speed. Here's the 0-1 now from Coleman, and it's low. Wild pitch, and that's going to bounce well over the backstop, really. So on a wild pitch, Ayala will take second easily on the play, and the count even up at 1-1. So a runner in scoring position now for Davian Baca. Opportunity to help out his own cause right here. He's the man that's on the hill for Pueblo Azteca. And he's facing a 1-1 count, and here comes Coleman to the plate. High heat, swung on and missed. 1-2 now. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's in the air to right center field. That could be trouble. That's going to drop into no man's land, and there's a base knock. So now runners at first and third with nobody out. So Davian Baca makes good contact.
Single for Baca brings up number 4. Jonathan.
He'll single into shallow right center field, and on to third goes Ayala. Now Jonathan Gonzalez coming to the plate with the tying run aboard. Big John Gonzalez hitting for the first time in this one. He's the left fielder and in the 9 slot. Also another kid that's a nice arm for Pueblo Azteca. Gonzalez ready. First and third in the pitch. It's in there for a strike. Nothing in 1 the count. Curveball cut on and missed. Strike 2. So we thank Reps Union Avenue Sports Gym, Pueblo's premier fitness center and training complex in historic downtown Pueblo. Find them online at repsetgo.com. Azteca Apartments, proud to sponsor Summer Baseball 2023. Azteca Apartments offers affordable senior housing with beautiful views. Lots of amenities. You can find out more online at aztecaapartments.com. Thanks to the Escobedo family. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and it's up. Not a bad waste. 1-2 now the count. Still runners at first and third with nobody out. Gonzalez at the dish. We turn the lineup card over. Go to the top of the order with Braxton Vale due up next. He's on deck. Brought to you by Bounty and Yield Meat Market. Coleman ready for the 1-2. Slide step to the plate. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got it. So Gonzalez is out on strikes. Now Vale drew a walk his first time. He'll be reporting as soon as this summer season is over to Trinidad State Junior College, where he'll play baseball. Further the education. Vale with an opportunity right here. Only 1 out, runners at first and third. Lefty versus righty. He swings and a bounding ball first base side. That's a foul ball. Strike 1. So with an 0-1 count, 1 out. First and third. Davian Bach is at first. Ethan Ayala is at third. Throw goes over. Tag applied late. Pitch stays high. 41st pitch of the ball game, unofficially 21-20 strikes to balls for Coleman. I think I'm pretty close there, Mark. Okay. Thank you, Mario. Momo Bernal doing a great job. His Vale swings and grounds one to the back up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher. He comes up throwing. Did he get him? Field umpire says, yep, just in time. And man, Vale made that awful close. However, a run will score on the play. Always put the ball in play. Make the defense make a play. So Vale is out. He'll ground out.
That's in pocket. A second brings up number 5, Donovan Robinson.
So Davian Baca moves on to second base. So now Donovan Robinson 0 for 1. A strikeout victim his first time. Steps in with a runner in scoring position and 2 away. The right-handed hitting Pueblo West Cyclone steps in. And he swings and drills one in the air to right field. Colton Romero draws a bead on the run, reaches up and makes the catch, and the side is retired, and that would end the inning. So a fly out to the right fielder for out number 3, and here's how it went.
To the bottom of the third for Azteca. 1 run and 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on.
Well, they get 1 back, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. To the 4th we go. Still 2-1 now. Gene Taylors. We're back with more from the 43rd edition of the Tony Andenuccio Memorial Baseball Tournament right here at SoCoTicket.com.
For Gene Taylor's number 2, Nick Campbell.
Nate Campbell leads things off for Gene Taylors. They got a 2-1 lead here as we move on to the 4th inning. 1 ball and 1 strike as Davian Baca comes right back. So it'll be Campbell, Satterfield, and Howard this time around for the Gene Taylors. Nice breaking ball. High strike. 1 and 2. Campbell ready, Baca ready. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Big pitch, high heat, got him. It's a much needed strikeout. You want quick innings here. You want to get the bats back in the hand. Players, of course, starting to get a little on the tired side. Not a lot of fatigue, but it's been a long, long day because of the extended day, because of Mother Nature wreaking a little havoc on the field. Ground ball to the shortstop. Ariano up with it across the diamond. A little offline, but the first baseman, Colton Calderon, able to apply the tag. And Kevin Santry, as we congratulate Taylor Santry, who graduated with a master's degree today. Kevin is watching today, and hey, they got the win 14-1 in the first one. And he's on checking it out. Appreciate you, Kay. Might bring Santry out for a little fun and work, if you can call it that, here at the old ballpark. The new batter now is Jace Satterfield. He's 0 for 1. A strikeout victim his first time. So with 1 out, Satterfield ready, and the pitch missing. So 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 away, Satterfield, and then Howard. We go to the top of the order. 1 out. Was it 2? So this isn't Satterfield? Ah, thank you. I knew that. Thank you. I said that. I called the play. I just didn't mark the play. The 2-1. And a nice catch to record the out, and that will retire the side. So Braxton Vale makes a play in right, and that will end the top half of the fourth inning. And Gene Taylor's is gone in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll take a timeout, be back with more exciting action from the Nooch 23 right here on the ticket. Yep, and we are live from the Spectrum Community Services broadcast booth here atop the Nooch baseball field at the Runyon Sports Complex. Live coverage from the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. Father's Day event year in and year out, 43 years running, and it is a great affair that takes place in downtown Pueblo. So leading things off is Colton Calderon. He's the first baseman in the 3 slot, followed by Brady Cristelli, the cleanup hitter, then Gabe Wren. That's your hitting order for the Aztecas this time around, trailing 2-1. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left, their line. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors, 5 left for Gene Taylor's. And the pitch cut on, lifted in the air right side. That's a foul ball. 0-2 the count now to Colton Calderon, the Central Wildcat. He'll be a senior next year in the pitch. That's through the hole left side. Leadoff man aboard, and that's a nice start for the Aztecas. They trail 2-1 in this matchup.
Leadoff single for Calderon, brings up number 3, Brady Cristelli.
So now Brady Cristelli drew a walk his first time. He's been solid in this tournament, the Pueblo East Eagle. Cristelli, a recent graduate from Pueblo East High School. So the underclassmen get to break in the new school. New digs for the East Eagles and the Centennial Bulldogs in the 2023-2024 season. Nice secondary lead for Colton Calderon, but he retreats back as the ball didn't go too far away from Jace Satterfield. Keeps it within arm's reach. So 1 ball, no strikes. The count out of Cristelli with Wren to follow. Gabe Wren on deck, presented by Bounty and Yield Meat Market, your friendly neighborhood butcher on Pueblo's south side. Pitches in the air, right field. Romero charging, Ochoa going out, and the second baseman, Howard, nearly makes the grab in foul territory. So got a 1-1 count now. Nobody out. Our live coverage continues, presented by Joe DeLeo Subway Stores, JR Roofing and Maintenance, Azteca Apartments of Pueblo. Beautiful views, lots of amenities. AztecaApartments.com on the World Wide Web. And, of course, Reps Union Avenue Sports Gym online at repsetgo.com. Sharpie's Pond at 300 North Chester. Check them out there. Also, you can find them on social media as well. We got a 1-1 count now to Brady Cristelli. Ready is Coleman. The kick and the pitch. Gets away from the catcher on a wild pitch, and that'll be Calderon scooting on to second base now. He's in scoring position. That is the tying run for Brady Cristelli. 2 balls and a strike to count. Big at bat here for Cristelli and Wren. Opportunities with nobody out. He shows bunt. He attempts and missed. Now a 2-2 count. So this is day number 3. We're on the backside of day 3 of the tournament. Tries to check his swing. Drop third strike. He'll throw down to first in time to solidify that strikeout. Now 1 out, 1 on.
Number 1 brings up number 13, Gabe Wren.
So tomorrow morning we get things underway on Sunday. We start at 9 o'clock here on the Nooch. We'll have the National versus the American as we start the cross bracketing. And then at Rawlings Field, it'll be American versus National. Then we continue to go from there. As you win, you continue to move on in tournament play. So not sure exactly who's doing what where. We kind of know when, but we'll try to get that for you before we leave the air. Pitch is waved at and missed. Strike 2 now to Gabe Wren. Wearing number 13, the catcher from Canyon City, Colorado. Big pitch right here now for Ben Coleman. Gabe Wren ready. Right-handed with a tying run still on the pond. And the 0-2 is low. 1-2 now. We thank Vic Morrow Produce. 1037 35th Lane. The Morrow family would like to remind you to thank a farmer today. Here's the 1-2 now from Coleman. Hot shot toward the second baseman. Knocked down there by Howard. Comes up throwing just in time to record out number 2. However, that moves Calderon on to third base on that play. Nice play by the second baseman over there. That's out number 2. That's the second time Gabe Wren has given it a nice ride, but a nice play defensively. So now Justin Ariano swings and fouls one off to the right side, out of play. With 2 out and 1 on, 90 feet away is Colton Calderon. Had that leadoff single to get this inning started. Bottom of the 4th, 2-1, Gene Taylor's. Here's the pitch. That's lined back up the middle. That is a base knock, and that'll get this game back to even as Colton Calderon cruises into home. Good piece of hitting by Ariano.
RBI single for Justin Ariano. Brings up number 1, Ethan Ayala.
So now Ethan Ayala coming to the plate now. He walked his first time, and he's got the go-ahead run on the pond. We're tied at 2 here in the home half of the 4th inning at the 43rd edition of the Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. And we're on the Nooch Field. Hot shot toward the second baseman. Howard leaps and snags it out of the air, and that will end the inning, but well played. So a little production this time for the Aztecas. We got a line drive.
Flat out to Howard. We're out number 2. The bottom of the 4th, 1 run on 2 hits. No errors.
So here we go. A run on a pair of hits. There were no errors, but 1 man left on base for the Aztecas. Now we move on to the 5th inning. We're tied at 2 apiece. It'll be Weaver, Ochoa, and Romero when we return to the Nooch right here on the ticket. Welcome back to the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. It'll be Luke Weaver, who's 2 for 2, a single and a double so far tonight. He stands in. A ball, another ball to him. 2 balls, no strikes. So it'll be Weaver, Ochoa, and Romero. Cam Ochoa is in the on-deck circle first base side as the pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 now to Luke Weaver. 2 for 2, a double and a single. And the pitch lined in left field. That's a leadoff single. That'll get it started for Gene Taylor's. We're tied at 2 apiece, and that is the 6th hit of the game. So Cam Ochoa now coming to the plate. 0 for 2. He struck out, then reached on a fielder's choice. So Ochoa now will try to break this tie. And the pitch to him. Tries to check his swing. He did go strike 1. So with an 0-1 count to Ochoa, Romero's on deck. Nobody out, 1 man on. That's the go-ahead run. Ready is Davian Baca. The slide step to the plate, down and away. And the count is at 1-1. So this tournament has been a challenge to get games in, simply because of all the moisture Mother Nature has provided. The lawns are doing great. From the springtime baseball season, the ANDENUCIO field looks better than it has all season long. Pitch missing, 2-1. Three and 1. As we thank ServPro Pueblo, our friends there. Jack Drury and Company. They're available 24/7 with fast response for your home or business, cleaning and restoration, including water damage, fire damage, and mold. And there's ball 4. Call 544-7167, and we're on our way. ServPro Pueblo, like it never even happened. Romero's Cafe and Catering, 1323 Santa Fe Drive in Blend, specializing in Mexican and American food with great customer service. But you must try the award-winning green chili and salsas. Mr. Chili coming in hot since 1976. Check him out, the world champion, 2-time world champion, Romero's Cafe and Catering. Peppers and Petals in Blend, 2115 Santa Fe Drive. You'll find amazing yard art, plants, flowers, Colorado-produced food, and so much more. Stop in, see Sherry and her team at Peppers and Petals in Blend. So Colton Romero is the new hitter. He will attempt a bunt with runners at first and second base. He misses, strike 1. So we'll try to find out who's doing what, when, where tomorrow as the cross bracketing will get underway. Another bunt attempt, strike 2. So Gene Taylor's trying to manufacture that go-ahead run. We're tied at 2. 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, 5 stranded for Gene Taylor's. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left for Pueblo Azteca. First time they had trailed in this tournament. So bluff throw back at second base, and Davian Baca will reset. Romero resets. Wren with a sign delivered. His target is set. Gabe Wren, younger brother of Colton Wren, who played for this team as well. Pitches away for a ball, 1-2. We were talking about having a lot of pitchers deep in the bullpen, and this is another guy that can come in and throw and get some innings for you. In the catcher, Gabe Wren. Him and his brother both threw. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Oh, and he hit it, and that's going to load him up.
Romero is hit, loads up the bases, brings up number 17, Brett Wojtek.
Well, this man coming to the plate is 1 for 2. He had the pop out to the second baseman just outside on the grass area. Then he doubled to right field in his first time around. That's Brett Wojtek. Romero's at first, Ochoa's at second, and Weaver at third. Bases loaded, swing and a miss, strike 1. As we cruise through this, we are live from the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast booth. That's Ted Hernandez and company. Gigi's Barbecue and Catering, proud to support local sports in our community. Here's the 0-1. It's up and away. Count even at 1-1. On Highway 50 West, 1600 Highway 50 West in Pueblo to be exact. In fact, if you like barbecue, you want to make sure you take that in while you're visiting for the annual Nooch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. They offer delicious smoked meats and a whole lot more. They do it by the pound or by the plate. And for special events, ask about their catering. Gigi's Barbecue and Catering, Lonnie and Carl Ellie. Now the 1-2 from Davian Baca. Foul back to the screen. I'll shoot you a text either later tonight or in the morning, Kevin Santry. Got a 1-2 now. Baca ready, as is Wojtek. Line drive to the right side, gets through for a base hit. That should score two. No, it'll score one for sure. Here's the throw from Braxton Vale. That's an arm you don't want to test because he's got a cannon. So that keeps the bases loaded and a run home with nobody out. That was a great job just protecting the plate. Singled into right field. So now Andrew Henderson, 1 for 1 with a walk tonight. 3-2 now the lead for Gene Taylors. And the pitch from Baca runs inside, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Still nobody out, bases loaded. Pitch is low and away for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes the count. A 14-1 win over the Rockies scout team for Pueblo Azteca in their first of this twin bill. We get into the cross bracketing coming up tomorrow morning. Things will get started early. The 3-0 pitch. He walked him. And that'll get Henderson an RBI, as now that's going to be a 4-2 lead. And here comes Dylan Gavin. And I think he'll give him a pat on the backside, and I believe we've got a pitching change coming. So we'll take a timeout and be back to tell you about it. Right now, 4-2 is the lead for Gene Taylors. With nobody out, bases loaded, we're in the top of the 5th. We'll be back with more from the 43rd Annual Tony Andenuccio Memorial Baseball Tournament right here on The Ticket. Well, the recent graduate of Pueblo East High School, Matt Casillas, will come on to do the pitching now. Or senior to be Matt Casillas, pardon me. Get Mike and Matt Twisted. Pitch is fouled off to the right side. 0-1 is the count now. Mike Casillas is signed, sealed, and delivered to Colorado State University Pueblo. Foul ball, strike one. Bases loaded, and it's a 4-2 lead for Gene Taylors at a Grand Junction, Colorado. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's a bouncing ball back to the box. Here's a throw to the plate for one. Wren does not have a play to make and did the right thing. He hung on to it. You don't want to start throwing it around. You get the sure out and the force at home. You keep the run from scoring and you record it out. So credit him with a fielder's choice. Still bases loaded, one away. And the score remains 4-2. And the pitch runs inside. 2 balls, no strikes now. Matt Casillas in relief here. Gabe Wren behind the plate. 2 crooked number frames for Gene Taylors. They got 2 in the first. Azteca came back with 1 in the bottom of the 3rd, 1 in the bottom of the 4th. And then Gene Taylors now with bases loaded, 1 out, have plated 2 so far. Bunt attempt is on the outside corner, a strike. 3-1. Big pitch here for Matt Casillas as Nick Campbell's back in and ready. Ball 4, he walked him. Tough situation to come in on, but you can't defend a walk, and just like that, it's 5-2. So Jace Satterfield, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. And that pitch tails away, missing outside. 1-0 the count out of Satterfield. Again, 0 for 2. He struck out, he's grounded out. And with bases loaded, it's a 5-2 lead for Gene Taylors. Off speed, missing, 2-0. Well, the Aztecas won, finished up at about 2:30 this morning. As the pitch is cut on, foul back into the mid of Gabe Wren. Strike one. So 2-1 with 1 away. And the pitch fouled off. Counted 2-2. They won on Thursday. They won 2 last night and 1 this evening. 4-0 record for the host team in Pueblo Azteca. The 2-2 pitch cut on, it's fouled back. Good work. Got a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 1 out. Sacks are juiced. Big time. Satterfield ready. The pitch cut on and missed. Strike 3. Wren's able to hang on. And that's 2 away. Big pitch and a much-needed strikeout with bases loaded. So Hunter Howard now, who's 1 for 3. He singled, reached on an error, and flied out tonight. Hunter Howard is the leadoff hitter. He's the second baseman. He has been extremely good defensively as a breaking ball nicks the outside corner for strike 1. So with an 0-1 count, 2 out. Campbell's at first, Weaver's at second, Henderson's at third. And he chases one outside. Everybody gets a smile out of that one. Big smile for Matt Casillas. He couldn't believe he actually swung at that one, but got an 0-2 with 2 out. Big pitch right here for the senior to be at Pueblo East. It's down and away for a ball, 1-2 now. So we invite you to come out to the old ballpark tomorrow as well. Tell your friends we've got the broadcast for you. Tell your family. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Big strikeout there. Off-speed curveball. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. They leave him loaded. To the bottom of the 5th we go. 5-2, Gene Taylors. We're back with more after a timeout right here on the ticket.
3 runners left on.
And once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back to the Nooch, 43 years running. Well, the Aztecas got a little work ahead of them. They trail 5-2 in this one. And we get started with a ground ball back up the middle by Davian Baca. The shortstop Weaver up with it on to first in time. He'll record the out. It's 1 up and 1 down.
Ground out to Weaver. On number 1 brings up number 4, Jonathan Gonzalez.
So Jonathan Gonzalez will come to the plate with 1 away and bases empty. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 8 left on base, the line for Gene Taylors. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left the line for Pueblo Azteca. Gonzalez, a County Hornet, senior to be next year in the upcoming fall. And the pitch right back up the middle it goes. Diving stab by the shortstop. Weaver up in not time. Well played though. It's an all-star play by Luke Weaver over there. So give him the single.
Infield single for Gonzalez with a nice try. Brings up number 9, Braxton Vale.
Well, Braxton Vale is 0 for 1. He's grounded out and walked today. I'd say old number 9 is about due. The Trinidad State Trojan to be coming up. Throw goes over to first. Runner dives back. That's Gonzalez safely. Temperature should be up around 90 degrees tomorrow. Pitch is up and away for a ball. 1-0 the count. So Mother Nature's wreaked a little bit of havoc with a lot of moisture over the course of the last couple of weeks, as a matter of fact. It's been a very, very wet spring. My lawn is starting to look pretty good, but the weeds are just thriving big time. Trying to keep up with that, that's a daunting task. 2 balls, no strikes, the count out of Vale. Recent graduate of Pueblo County High School. Vale is ready. And the pitch runs inside. 3-0. Big lead over there for Gonzalez at first. Holding over there is Ochoa. And ball 4, he walked him.
Bill draws the walk, brings up number 5, Donovan Robinson.
And they seemed to just kind of pitch around him a little bit. I'm not sure if that wasn't by design, just to take the bat out of Vale's hands. He's got great speed, and he puts the ball in play, makes you work. He's not an easy out. 5-2 remains the score. And to the box is Donovan Robinson. He's 0 for 2. Will third time be a charm for the West Cyclone? That one's down and away. 1-0 the count. Our live coverage continues, presented by Benefits Broker Insurance. That would be my boys, Steve Shirley, Dave Vecchio, and their entire team in the Paycheck Dental Building on Highway 50 West. Ready is Coleman. That's in there for a strike. You can hear the pop of the mid up here in the booth. He's been pretty economical. 66 pitches, 38-28. So not a bad line into the bottom of the fifth inning for the right-handed hurler. Coleman ready, checks the runner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and Bales at first, Gonzalez at second. Time called for at the dish by Robinson. It's granted. He's back in and ready. We are in the top of the order, presented by Topper Factory and RV Center. Pitch just missing, tailing away, 2-1. As we thank Pueblo Insurance for being a part of our broadcast. Park West Dental and Vision. YouthDentalVision.com. Find them on the World Wide Web. Set for the 2-1 now is Coleman. That's on the inside corner. A strike. I think Robinson disagreed with that. He thought that ran inside on him. 2-2. With only 1 away, we've got runners at first and second base now. Timeout called for. As we thank State Farm Insurance of Pueblo, here for game day and every day. Community means everything for Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo, the agent. 3930 Ridge Drive, phone 719-543-7091. Like a good neighbor, Missy is there. 2-2 with 1 out, 2 on. It's a 5-2 lead for Gene Taylor's here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Happy Father's Day to you. We're past midnight, 12:08, so it means we are officially into Father's Day 2023. And a curveball misses outside now, full count. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Struck him out. It's a good pitch. Dropped off the table. Good hard late break. So now Colton Calderon is 1 for 2. He's grounded out and singled. They could use his bat to come through right about now as we get on the backside of this finale of the third day here at the 43rd edition of the Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament. And the pitch, that's well hit, deep to left field. Wojtek is going back. He's got room right at the warning track. He's going to reach up and make that catch. So a long, loud out number 3 for Colton Calderon as he flies out to the left fielder. And that'll end the inning.
In the bottom of the fifth, no runs and 1 hit. No errors.
No runs and a hit, no errors. 2-man left on base. It's on to the 6th we go. 5-2. Gene Taylor's leading Pueblo Azteca. We'll take a timeout. Be back with more after this on The Ticket. Welcome back, and a leadoff double there for Luke Weaver into left field. Brings up Cam Ochoa, and he grounds one to the right side. That gets through for a base knock. They're going to wave Weaver on. He's going to score, so a single with an RBI.
RBI single for Ochoa. Brings up number 12. Correction, new batter coming up. Or no, it's number 12, Colton Romero.
Colton Romero will step in now with a 6-2 lead and nobody out. Matt Casillas pitching in relief. Six runs, 9 hits, the line, and runner goes. Here's the throw. Did he get him in time? Yes, he's out. Cam Ochoa trying to swipe it. He's caught stealing. Nice toss there by Gabe Wren for the first out of the inning. Strike called. It's a ground ball up the middle. There's a base hit. How big is that out there? The play caught stealing.
Single for Romero brings up number 17, Brett Wojtek.
So Colton Romero singles. And now Brett Wojtek, 2 for 3 tonight, a double, a flyout, and a single. He's gone to the right side, and he's a right-handed hitter. But he's gone opposite way all night. So with 1 out, Colton Romero occupies first. There's a nice toss over there. Tag applied by Calderon, not quite in time. So working from the stretch. And the pitch waved at, missed. 0-1. And another throw over to first. Sends the runner. Colton Romero skidding back head first. Nice breaking ball is in for a strike. Good pitch. Well, you can tell it's getting late into the night. The crowd was kind of into it earlier in the first part of this game, and now it's been kind of subdued as another throw goes over to first. And again, 12:15 here in the Rocky Mountain region. It's been back-to-back-to-back late nights, right? The ballpark, 3 in a row. And the pitch in the air to right field. Vail diving for it. Can't quite make the play. And that's a tough play to make because the ball is slicing away. It's fading away from you because it's going the opposite way, and that's something he's done, Wojtek, all night long. So he'll get credit with a single there.
Wojtek brings up number 22, Andrew Henderson.
So now Andrew Henderson, who's 1 for 1, and 2 walks tonight. Single to left. And he'll take strike 1. And the pitch in there, strike 2. So got an 0-2 count with 1 away. There is a double play in order with Wojtek at first and Romero at second. You get a ground ball to the infield, turn 2, get out. Pitch is down and away. Nice job by Gabe Wren. Snag that one going away. He's a 4-year guy for Canyon City, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball to the left side, right through the legs of the third baseman. Brady Cristelli had a tailor-made double play, and I think he just might have pulled his glove up too soon, didn't he? He was making the move for it and had a good break on it. So put Wojtek aboard with an error. That's the second error of the ball game for Pueblo Azteca.
Runners are safe in the air, brings up number 1, Josh Weaver.
So Weaver grounds one to the first baseman. He'll step on the bag for the out. And a run will score. You'll trade it out for a run. Is that where it went? I was looking down right at the first baseman. So Weaver, first pitch swinging. Grounds out. Romero scores on the plate. At third, Wojtek goes, and on to second is Henderson.
Batting number 2, Nick Campbell.
So now Nick Campbell coming up. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out, struck out, and walked tonight. He's got 2 on the pond, second and third, and a 7-2 lead. Casillas rocks and fires, misses away. 2 balls, no strikes, the count now. Seven runs on 11 hits. They've committed no errors. A clean baseball game for Gene Taylor's out of Grand Junction. They've left 8 runners stranded so far. Got a 2-1 count now to Nick Campbell with Satterfield to follow. He swings and fouls one back to the screen. So deuces are wild big time. Number 2, Nick Campbell's at the dish, standing in with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on, and a 7-2 lead, and the pitch is high. Crazy thing about it, I'll need to take a look, but some of these players, these teams will have to get right back at it tomorrow. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is a big, big strikeout. Some production, though. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, 2 left on base. We'll take a look, tell you what's upcoming for tomorrow. It's 7-2 as we move on to the bottom of the 6th with Gene Taylor's leading Pueblo Azteca. We're back with more after a timeout right here on The Ticket. And once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back. Happy Father's Day weekend to you. Well, we got the official bracketing. Cross bracketing will come up, and we'll get that for you here in a moment. We'll kind of run it all down for you as it'll all take place tomorrow. Well, leading things off is Brady Cristelli as he swings and drills one in the air. That's a fair ball into right field. Foul ball. Boy, a long, loud strike for Brady Cristelli. So he'll come back and do it all over again. Well, the games that'll be playing tomorrow, beginning at 9 o'clock at Rawlings Field, the Travelers will play Parker, followed by Grand Junction and the Recruits, and then Greeley against Azteca Red. Here at the Nooch, here's how it's going to go. It'll be Colorado Baseball Academy at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning against Burke Burnett. Cheyenne and Azteca Blue will play at noon, followed by the Rockies and Four Corners Prime. Winners will all move out. So that means that would be a quarterfinal. Then we get into a semifinal and then the final. So if you keep winning, you play 3 games tomorrow, correct? It's a lot of baseball in 4 days.
Number 1 brings up number 13, Gabe Wren.
Yeah, thanks for getting that, Mario. That gives us the idea of what we're doing. So we will be here at about 10:45, 10:30 tomorrow morning to get it all set up. In fact, there's one game ahead of us. I wonder if we should leave this and just cover it. Ground ball to the left side. Brady Cristelli. Well, that's Gabe Wren. What did Cristelli do? Okay. And Wren gets on by the air. Single.
Single for Wren brings up number 6, Justin Ariano.
So now Justin Ariano with Gabe Wren aboard. Coming back from that knee injury, and he's got that big brace on that right knee. He dives back, and my guess is he'll stay put. And he still runs very well. He's very athletic, very strong. Troy Gavin over there, chatting him up a little bit. Dylan Gavin over at third base. Troy, that's the dad of Dylan, and Dylan recently became a dad as well. He's a new father. So with 1 out, 1 on, here's the pitch to Ariano. It's in there for a strike. On the backside of this one, 7-2. Nothing but crooked numbers in every frame that the boys from Grand Junction have scored in. They got 2, 3, and 2. Pitch is in the air to right field. Racing over is Romero. And did he make that catch in right field for the out? Indeed, well played by loose side of him right here. So fly out into foul territory to the right fielder.
Catch by Romero. Out number 2 brings up number 1, Ethan Ayala.
Nice play, and that means Wren holds on with 2 outs, and now Ethan Ayala coming to the plate. 4-0 is the record for Pueblo Azteca. Facing a little adversity here as the pitch is a breaking ball in for a strike. Ben Coleman solid tonight, right around 79 pitches for Coleman. That's a beautiful pitch in there for a strike. Well done. 2 outs. Got an 0-2 count. 1 on. That's Gabe Wren. He'll take his lead away. Ready is Coleman. Ready is Ayala. Foul ball toward that first base dugout. So we reset and do it all over again here as we thank State Farm Insurance of Pueblo, Melissa Arriaga D'Angelo agent, Sharpie's Pond, Vic Morrow Produce, Serve Pro Pueblo, and of course Thornton Medical at 1951 Lake Avenue. Colorado Front Range Roofing, ColoradoFRRoofing.com on the World Wide Web. Jim Sprague and his team proud to support local sports here in our community. Got a 1-ball, 2-strike count to Ayala. Coleman ready. That just missed outside. Just a bit outside, as Harry Doyle would say. Count is 2-2 with 2 outs and 1 on. Coleman started to lean toward that first base dugout. He thought that was a strike. He'll throw it over there as Gabe Wren dives back safely. Pueblo Azteca will play at noon tomorrow. We'll have that broadcast, that coverage for you. Just ahead of 12, should everything be on schedule. Pitch is popped up to the right side. That's a foul ball, and the count holds at 2-2 with 2 away. So that would be a quarterfinal. Should they win, they move on to the semi. So as the way that goes, the Travelers and Parker would play. The winner moves on. Grand Junction and the Recruits will play. And then at 2:30, Greeley and Azteca Red will play. All those winners move out. Ground ball back up the middle. There is a base hit. Gabe Wren diving for third. He is there safe. Well done. Make that a 3-2 count for Ethan Ayala. And he singles up the middle. That was a great play again by the shortstop. But Wren moves on to third on the play. And now we'll get a courtesy runner over there at third base for Wren to head to the dugout. And again, Azteca, the home team on the scoreboard, they will have the last at bat. 7 runs on 11 hits, no errors, 10 left on base for Gene Taylors. 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, 4 stranded for the Aztecas. Pueblo Azteca. So with 2 out, first and third now, Ayala. And the pitch gets away from the catcher. Runner from third will break for the plate, and he will score. Is that Andrew Plute from Pueblo West that just looked like him? He's got his dugout jersey on, so it's over the top of the number. So 1 ball, no strikes, the count now, so they get 1 back with 2 away. Seen teams do a lot of damage with 2 outs. Get the rally cap going, and here comes Davian Baca. And I stand corrected. Matt Casillas in relief of Baca. Throw goes back, and the runner's back safely in Ethan Ayala. Two balls, no strikes, the count. Casillas ready in the pitch. Foul back. So with a 2-1 count, Casillas digs back in and ready. 2 outs and 1 run home so far. And the pitch is inside. 3-1. Ben Coleman bringing the heat. Now the 3-1 pitch with 2 away. Hot shot to the third baseman, gets through for a base hit. That's going to score the run. And as I said, got to give him a hit on the play. That's a laser off the bat.
RBI single for Matt Casillas brings up number 4, Jonathan Gonzalez.
So now Jonathan Gonzalez with an opportunity here. 2 outs and another runner aboard. That's Matt Casillas. So Gonzalez, then Vail. And it's a 3-run lead at 7-4 as we thank Peppers and Petals of Pueblo. They're in Bland at 2115 Santa Fe Drive. You'll find amazing yard art, plants, flowers, Colorado produced food, and so much more. Stop in and see Sherry and her team at Peppers and Petals. 1 ball, no strikes, the count now. 1 for 2, a single and a walk for now for Jonathan Gonzalez. And the offering, a fastball cut on and missed, just couldn't catch up to it. 1-1. Pitch on the inside corner is a strike. Well, you got Matt Casillas who can fly on the base paths over there at first. He'll take his lead away with Ochoa holding. And Coleman ready for the 1-2 pitch. And it's fouled back. challenged him again with another fastball, and he got a little bit of that one, does Jonathan Gonzalez, the senior to be at Pueblo County. Braxton Vale, the leadoff hitter in the order tonight, is anxiously awaiting in that third base side on deck circle. Who's on deck brought to you by Bounty and Yield Meat Market. Here's the 1-2. It's a bouncing ball to the left side. Stabbed there by Henderson across the diamond. Just in time to record the out, and that will end the 6th inning. So a ground out, 5-3 in the book. And a little bit of production. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 1 left on base. To the 7th we go. 7-4 Gene Taylors. We're back with more from the 43rd annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament right here on the ticket.
Leading off for Gene Taylor is number 4, Jake Satterfield.
Well, this man's 0 for 3, Jay Satterfield, set to lay things off here in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 7-4 lead for Gene Taylors, and now Matt Casillas and company need a quick inning. They need to get the bats back in hand. Down 3 runs. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. So it's Satterfield in the top of the order, Howard and Weaver. And the pitch, high and tight. And the pitch is cut on. It's a foul tip. There, somebody figured out the alarm. So with a 2-2 count, Satterfield ready. Howard to follow. And ready is Casillas. And the pitch missing, 3-2. You can ill afford to allow any more runs. You're deep into the night. You're late in the game. We're in the 7th inning. Satterfield draws a free pass, and here comes Hunter Howard now to the plate. Courtesy runner coming in. Number 5 will run for the Gene Taylors. So that's Dylan Larson. He'll come in to do the running over there. Satterfield is the catcher. Nice breaking ball. Just missed. 1-0 the count. Casillas checks the runner over at first. That's Jace Satterfield. Kicks and fires. Pitches in the air. Shallow right field. Going out is Ayala. He'll drop it behind second base. First base. Throws to second to record the out. So obviously you don't assume a double play, so that means Howard is aboard on the fielder's choice.
brings up number 8, Luke Weaver.
So Howard aboard, one away. Luke Weaver now, who's 4 for 4. A double, actually 2 doubles and 2 singles. This is his 5th plate appearance tonight. Off speed on the inside corner will take strike 1. Ground ball to the left side, scooped up there. Cristelli to second for 1. Throw to first, not quite in time. Almost turned 2 to get out. So again,
Second on the fielder's choice brings up number 21, Cam Ochoa.
so now Cam Ochoa, who's 1 for 3, a strikeout, reached on a fielder's choice. He walked, and he singled to right his last time. So Ochoa wearing number 21. He's the first baseman, 3-hitter in the order. With 2 away, it's 7-4 Gene Taylor's. And a breaking ball just missed a little low and away. Nothing, and make that 1 ball, no strikes the count as we thank Romero's Cafe and Catering. If you're visiting in the Pueblo area, you need to make sure and stop on in. Check out the award-winning food. Great Mexican and American food. Customer service second to none. But a must-try the award-winning green chili and salsas. Mr. Chili, coming in hot since 1976. Romero's Cafe and Catering. Tell them JJ and the team from SoCo Tickets sent you. Pitch is down and away for a ball, 3-0. 2 outs. Need to get that last out, get the bats back in hand if you're an Azteca fan. Cam Ochoa ready. Pitch is the ball. So now with first and second occupied, here comes Colton Romero. Be sure to join us tomorrow just ahead of 12 noon. Let's see, I think 12 o'clock I think is where. Yep, high noon. Features Cheyenne and Azteca Blue. Cheyenne from the National Division, American Division for Azteca. Winners will move out into a semifinal. And I think the semis are scheduled to be played as the pitch is driven foul, third base side. So a 1-2 count. So we're going to go at 9 and noon, and then at 2:30 the American League semifinals will play the National number 2 American, National number 1. That's on the ANDENUCIO field as the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3, struck him out. And that's a big K. So now, with the score 7-4, the Pueblo Aztecas will come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 7-4. Time to get the bats alive. We'll see how they fare after a timeout right here on the ticket.
leading off for Azteca, number 9, Braxton Vale.
Well, to lead things off for Pueblo Azteca, former County Hornet, soon to be Trinidad State Junior College Trojan, Braxton Vale, ready to lead things off. And this Azteca team could use some base runners right about now, trailing 7-4. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors, 12 left is the line for Gene Taylor's. 4 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors, 5 left. First pitch missing outside, ball 1. Ready is Coleman. Pitches away for a ball. He takes a hefty hack and fouls one off to the first base side, does Vale. Had under a 1 ERA pitching in the spring for Pueblo County. He was amazing. Got a no-hit, shutout. As he checks his swing, did he go? They say he did. So 2-2 now to Vale. Big pitch right here for Coleman. Again, Vale fouls one off. So 2-2 remains the count to Vale, with Robinson to follow, then Calderon. Top of the order, brought to you by Topper Factory and RV Center. Pitch is low. I want to thank our friends at Pueblo Insurance for being a part of our broadcast. That's Deb Marino and her team. Jim at Sharpie's Pond. Vic Morrow and his family at Vic Morrow Produce. Jack Drury at Serve Pro of Pueblo. And, of course, Mr. Chili, Robert Romero at Romero's Cafe and Catering. Get the umpire a couple of new baseballs. Back to a full count we go. And again, top of the order, Vale, Robinson, and Calderon for the Aztecas. And the pitch outside, ball 4, walked him. Well, with good speed on the pads now, that brings up Donovan Robinson, who's 0 for 3. I'd say he's about due. Just needs to make contact right here, put the ball in play, make that defense make a play. Because Braxton Vale's got great speed, as does Donovan Robinson. Vale with a big lead over at first, strike 1. So we thank Colorado Front Range Roofing, online at www.coloradofrroofing.com. Say hello to the folks at Scooters Coffee in Pueblo West. Thanks for the help this past week. Pitch is down and away for a ball. Speaking of Pueblo West, that would be a cyclone at the dish in Donovan Robinson. Coleman at about 104 pitches on the night. Rocks and fires. Gets away from the catcher. Vale now is in scoring position with a 2-1 count and a runner at second base now. Donovan Robinson ready. 2-1, says the home plate umpire. And he takes strike 2. So with a 2-2 count, Braxton Vale occupies second base. He'll take his lead away. And there's a ball well hit deep to left field. Wojtek is going back. He's reaching up, and it's off the tip of the glove, up against the wall. Vale going to score, and so he avoids going hitless tonight. And what a great piece of hitting by Donovan Robinson. Deep to left field, and it's now 7-5 with nobody out. Well, get him on, get him over, moving home is the motto for Pueblo East head coach Nick Marfitano, and that's the case right there. Vale gets on, got himself over with a stolen base, and then Donovan Robinson moves him home. Put the ball in play, give him a double up against the wall. Vale scores on the play, and now here's Colton Calderon. He swings and drills one deep to left field. Wojtek Ben going back. It's up against the wall. Here comes Robinson to score. Wow. And a back-to-back doubles. Colton Calderon swinging it and bringing it.
Colton Calderon brings up number 3, Brady Cristelli.
It's 7-6 now. Brady Cristelli coming to the plate, and that pitch number 108. And we might see a pitching change here as the skipper comes out of the dugout, first base side for Gene Taylors to talk with Ben Coleman. Or will they give Coleman the opportunity to finish what he started? Nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Proud sponsors of Summer Baseball 2023, Azteca Apartments of Pueblo. Azteca Apartments of Pueblo offering affordable senior housing with lots of beautiful views, lots of amenities. You can find out more online. Simply visit aztecaapartments.com. Well, the umpire saunters out to the mound to break up that conversation.
Number 3, Brady Cristelli.
Well, Brady Cristelli's 0 for 2 with a walk, so I would say he's about due. And with the tying run aboard at second base, Colton Calderon, Cristelli is ready. Coleman ready, looks around the diamond, holding chin high. The kick and the pitch, down and away, ball 1. And now the crowd comes to life as we're about 50 minutes into Father's Day 2023. Cristelli again ready, Coleman. Looks back at Calderon, kicks and fires. Here's a line drive into right field. That's down for a base hit. So now runners at first and third with nobody out, and the winning run at first base. That would be Brady Cristelli.
Single for Brady Cristelli. Brings up number 13, Gabe Wren.
Oh boy, and this man has home run power, and he's made great contact. He's 1 for 3. He's lined out and grounded out, then he's singled. And he's made good contact every time tonight. Jace Satterfield steps out in front of the plate. He'll deliver the sign to the infield. Infield now going to play in with nobody out. Boy, Wren has an opportunity to be a hero right here. With one swing of the bat, he can change everything. Nobody outs. Wren ready. Cristelli at first, Calderon at third in the pitch. Fouled off to the right side. Yep, a home run swing. Fouled off. So Wren back in and ready, the right-handed hitting Canyon City Tiger. With an 0-1 count, first and third, nobody out, and the pitch. That's in there for a strike. That's a good pitch. Wren line had that hard line drive, then a ground out, then a single. They could use that bat again right here. And that hit him. And that's going to load him up.
Gabe Wren is hit by the pitch, brings up number 6, Justin Ariano.
Oh boy, so Justin Ariano has an opportunity. Nobody out. Sacks are juiced here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 6 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, 5 stranded, as they will get Wren back to the dugout. Yeah, that has to smart a little bit. Hit him in the forearm. In the elbow. Ouch.
Courtesy runner at first, number 17, Carter Norris.
Got kind of a dead arm with that ball that hit him. So Justin Ariano now steps in. Down by a run, and he can change this whole game with one swing of the bat. And he takes a hefty hack. Strike 1 as he misses. Thornton Medical, 1951 Lake Avenue in Pueblo, providing flexible and adaptable solutions to help overcome life's barriers. See more online at thorntonmed.com. Bounty and Yield Meat Market, proud to sponsor summer baseball. There's a foul ball to the right side. Count is at 0-2. Still nobody out. Sacks are loaded. Who's running it first? Calderon's at third. Cristelli's at second base. So 17 is in and running over there. And that's Norris. Foul ball to the right side, and the count holds at 0-2. Oh, boy.
Tournament director, can we get more balls, please?
You know, with all the baseball that's being played, not only are these baseballs getting just pummeled and just off the screen onto the pavement. It's like we heard the home plate umpire say, you know, I got 3 of them with me here, but only 2 are usable. And then all right, Justin Ariano ready. Coleman ready into the wind, and here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Yeah, that's a good pitch. Nicked the inside corner.
Number 1 brings up number 1, Ethan Ayala.
That is a huge strikeout with bases loaded and a 1-run lead for Gene Taylor's. Bottom of the 7th inning, 7-6. Here comes Ethan Ayala now, the second baseman. 1 for 2 with a walk. Base knock here. Pitch is high for a ball. Unofficially 117 pitches now for Ben Coleman. 71-46 his strikes to balls. I think I'm fairly close. Now the pitch. Checks his swing. Everybody holds. 2 balls, no strikes, the count. Well, all Ayala has to do is he's got to be patient, you got to be disciplined, but just make contact if you get something you can drive. You can be selective in this situation. There's a nice breaking ball. That's that same pitch that we've seen over and over again. He delivers that breaking ball for a strike, starts it way inside and nicks it in the corner. Again, Coleman ready, looks into Satterfield. Set for the 2-1 pitch. 1 gone, sacks are juiced, and there's a deep drive into right field. Trouble if it stays fair, foul ball. And the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. What a game. Has this team ever remained perfect going into championship day? Have they ever been perfect going into championship day? Boy, huge opportunity for Ethan Ayala, then Matt Casillas. Here comes the 2-2. He jammed him. He nubs it third base side, foul ball, and the count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, again, the 2-2 upcoming. Bases are loaded. It's a 7-6 lead for Gene Taylor's. And the pitch, again, fouled off. And that's going all the way over to the Corsentino field, I think. So big Ethan Ayala ready. Again, the 2-2. Foul back overhead. What's your pitch count, Mario? 124? Say that again. Cool. Because I didn't mark the last foul ball. And now I'm even. Here's a ground ball first base side. And it gets through the legs of the first baseman. Here comes a run to score. Here comes another one, and that's going to do it. And the celebration is on. Cam Ochoa is going to commit the first error of the game for Gene Taylor's as he tried to make the play before he secured the baseball, and a come from behind win. 8-7 is the final score. Oh, my.
And that's your ball game.
So he'll put the ball in play. That's going to be an error on the first baseman. So Calderon scores. Cristelli scores. And that will do it. A game that took 2 hours, 13 minutes to play. 8-7. So the Pueblo Aztecas will go to championship day, playing at noon tomorrow, undefeated at 5-0 after the first 3 days of tournament play. Happy Father's Day. All right, we're just going to keep it right here and wrap it all up for you. Here's how it went. 8 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors, 5 left on base for Pueblo Azteca Blue. 7 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and a costly one at that, 12 left for Gene Taylor's. Gene Taylor set the tone early, put a crooked number of 2 up in the top of the first inning. Neither team scored in the second. Pueblo Azteca came back, added 1 in the bottom of the third. It was a 2-1 game. Then they got it to even with 1 in the bottom of the fourth to make it 2-2. However, another crooked number for Gene Taylor's of 3 makes it 5-2. Then they added 2 in the top of the sixth. Pueblo Azteca comes back with 2 in the bottom of the sixth. Then the big crooked number of 4 in the bottom of the seventh to win it from behind 8-7. A game that took 2 hours, 14 minutes to play. This one is in the books, and we invite you to join us again tomorrow. So before we leave the air, let's quickly run down how it's all going to go coming up tomorrow. So Sunday's action looks like this. At Colorado State University Pueblo, the Travelers will play Parker. Grand Junction will play the Victus Recruits, and then Greeley will play Azteca Red. Burke Burnett will play Colorado Baseball Academy. That's be at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. At noon, Cheyenne will play Azteca Blue. We'll have that one for you. And then the Rockies will play Four Corners Prime at 2:30. All the winners will move out in a semifinal coming up tomorrow afternoon, looking for a 7 o'clock championship round on Father's Day 2023. For Zach, Mario Burnell, Chelsea Lynn, Tony Wright, and, of course, Tracy Rink and Kevin Santry, my name is J.J. Valentine. We thank you for being a part of it. And, again, happy Father's Day weekend to you. God bless you. Good night from historic Runyon Sports Complex and the 43rd Annual Tony ANDENUCIO Memorial Baseball Tournament.